I think that's load number 8. Second one on this spreader. Had to make her stop and help me with some gates. Unfortunately, they're always in the way. So, there she goes with that one. Now I can back that one back in and had her help me get this opened up on this side so I can get in and swing that gate so I can get through there. And the funnest part of all of this over here is that over there, that far section. It slopes wrong, it's dirt, it's a pain in the butt, but it is what it is. So I'll get more as we play into poop. Till next time, later. Told you there was handwork to do. I got most of it. Most of that pile over there she got dug out so I could drag it back. I can pick it up there. Unfortunately, there's little spots like right here. I don't care what you do, you can't get in here with the machine. And getting too close to the poles is kind of hard, but I get them a lot better than the old man did with the tractor. Those 2 poles right there that it gates against, that was one of those you can't get close enough with the tractor because the forks aren't wide enough. I mean, did we carry more on the forks on it than I do with this? Yeah. Just because forks go under a lot easier than a bucket does. And yeah, I do have a set of forks that fit this. They're 5 foot wide and this is 6 foot wide. And with the skid steer, you kind of need that full width. And they set wrong too. They don't get down to where they're flat on the ground. And I've just found that unless I'm in the manure barn where it's stacked 10 or 15 feet tall, it's not worth it. In here I can just skim the ground and take it and hopefully leave most of the gravel. And I grabbed a little gravel, but because I ended up turning over there kind of next to the dog, and the gravel tore up. So, you know, you get a little bit. Got to put a little bit of minerals out there on the pasture, right? So, unfortunately, she don't like doing this, and nobody else does either. She's just lucky. I get way more than we used to with the tractor, especially in this pen, because this pen, we come in that gate right there, but that's only, 12-foot gate, maybe? And you can't get the right angles to get stuff, so most of what used to come out of this particular section was all by hand. Next one over, you still had the edges you could never get to. Same with the next 2 bays. But this is just a small part. This is where the 2-year-olds spend the winter, and they spend it in those 2 sections, and the section I'm parked in is what we use for a maternity pen. And if you saw the video where we were pulling the calf and that was done, there we go, right there. She was tied up to those lockups and they were pulling toward that green gate. So anyway, that's what it is. I think, looking at my counter, I'm going to have to sneak into the cow lot to finish this load out, but that will be load number 11 for the afternoon. A little slow running one, but we got started late and stopped for lunch about 1 o'clock and got back at it a little after 1:30, and I hooked the other spreader up then. So, and I'm hoping tomorrow, if it works out right, we'll get all those steer calves and a couple bull calves that are still out there off their mamas and in this pen for right now. Get them off before we preg check Friday. This is Tuesday. I think it's Tuesday, yeah. Must be Tuesday. Number 1 says yes, so it is Tuesday. I never know. I'm getting hard to read that part of Timex, and I can still tell what time it is, but when it comes to seeing the day or the date, it gets a little squinty. But anyway, in case you're wondering, I always figure we get, depending on how much I heap them and what part of the barn we're coming out of and how mad I get if I'm having trouble getting a good scoop, we get at least 10 yards of material on the spreaders, each one. One's longer and narrower, a little shorter. The other one's taller and wider and shorter length, but they hold the same. I've counted many times. They take the same amount. I can fill the bucket the same, and they each take the same. So if you do the math on that, that'll be load number 11. That's a minimum. My brain ain't working. You figure it out. I know it should be easy. My brain just ain't working today. So I'll get some more. Tomorrow I'm going to probably, the lot out there, we end up with a bunch of rocks suspended up in the manure, and I don't like putting it out on hay fields, and I don't like putting on pasture, and I do got one pasture, and we might put that on, but I'm thinking about putting it down in the bottom. Oh, and hey, looky here, the critter finder. Now she's going to set him down here. There's a salamander for you. We got two different kinds. Don't let him get too far. He's going to get underneath as he crawls off. These ones you can kind of see where the ribs are, and they always have a little slime on them.
They're sticky and they stink.
Yeah, they're sticky and they can stink. And the other ones are brown with an orange belly, and they're kind of pimply textured on their body.
Hey, come on.
He's mad. He's gonna give her more slime.
You can slime me all day
She's gonna sneak him over there somewhere outside underneath something. I go the other way.
I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna stick him right
Yeah,
there.
stick him through the fence over by the harrow and stuff. he's really squirming for her. Yeah, you go over there in a safe place. Don't usually find them in the manure. Sometimes we'll find them underneath blocks outside the pen. But now she's got to go for. I don't want that stuff. Now she wants to show everybody. I don't know if you can see it or not. Yeah, look at that good slimy stuff. It's kind of.
I was gonna say something. I'm not seeing it though.
I was gonna say it's kind of like the consistency of Elmer's glue mixed with some really nasty snot.
It's more like super glue.
Well, yeah, but
when
it
dries down. It's more like
still
super glue.
pretty snotty. Oh.
I
Yeah.
stabbed him by accident.
Uh-oh. With what? You got him with the fork? That sucker ain't sharp enough to stab him. You just squished him a little.
I squished him good. That's why I was pissed.
He was moving good. So anyway, like, subscribe. I'll probably throw this one up in a little bit because this one and the other one I got to put together is gonna make a long enough video. I don't like to bore everybody too long. Not like Red. I like to bore him. He just stands there and stares at you no matter what you're doing. Blue just chills out there with his toy next to him.
But what about Rainy?
Rainy's hiding. I already got to see Rainy.
Rainy dog?
She's still over here. She's trying to get some of the grain that's been spilled down in along the manure, and she needs to stay out of it because it's got rumensin in it, which is not good for dogs. I yelled at her earlier. There can't be much left. I've scooped through there 3 or 4 times. But, all right. Like I say, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, ring the bell. Hope you enjoyed it.
Please do, because I'm sweating my butt off.
Yeah, she says please do. That's how I get people to subscribe, is she always gets to laugh when I say something about make the bell go ding-a-ling.
Well, I mean, no different than salamander.
All right, till next time. Catch me later.